afternoon, everybody. Welcome. We are just wrapping up the logging portion of this job. Soak this down right here, and Dad's gonna fire up the Prime Tech and mulch this up. But we landed the job of grinding the stumps too. Now that we have a skid steer on most every job, let's use some of the attachments that Dad collected over the years. He's got this old stump grinder for his, used it on his Rayco, which was only 87 horsepower. This is 111. So I wanted to bring it out here and try it out. We also got the little Rayco dedicated stump grinder. We got a couple stumps to knock out. So let's go ahead and get started with this one and see how it does. I've never actually ran this before, and we haven't ran it on the 12, so this will be a first. Well, I took her down about 6-8 inches underneath the soil. Forgot to show you guys what it was before. It was about like that. About 3.5 foot stump. Took about 25 minutes to do that. Not really the most fun thing to do. Like I said, never used this grinder before, but it beats standing out in the hot sun running the little yellow one. But we got one more right here I'll film. This one's been here for a while. It's dead, so I mean, obviously it's dead as a stump, but I mean, it's been sitting here a lot longer. These ones are green, fresh trees. I don't know if it'll make a difference or help me, but we'll try. The dead stump definitely went a lot quicker, and I went deeper on it. These ones we're gonna have to bring an excavator over here and clean out the chips from on top of it so we can see what's going on. I'll probably just finish it off with the little machine to get these ones deeper, because she wants to have a garden here, the homeowner does, and all the rest of them, I think we got some more over there too. They can just be how this one is, or this. 6 to 8 inches is fine, but I just want to show you guys the teeth on this thing. They're not the green teeth, they're just these square jobs, carbides, and it's doing all right. Rayco? Dad says they're Rayco teeth, but this was 2 passes. Kind of funny, you don't even think about it, but how when you drive up to it, the ground goes up towards the stump, so unless you're adjusting the height of the disc, you just end up taking a wedge cut off of every time when you go up at the stump. And how this thing works, you just ease on into it, and this spring right here kind of You just work against the flex of the spring, and that's how it smooths it out a little bit. It'd be rough riding because that disc doesn't turn fast enough. It's pretty slow rotation of the disc, and this thing is a high flow machine. Supposed to be 40 gallon a minute, 3,500 psi, something like that. I'm gonna let her chill for a second. Dad's got that all taken care of. That last stump took me maybe like 13 minutes or something. You can see the size of these trees pulled out of the job. It's taking off like 2 inches each pass. Operating one-handed. It's about 4 inches in chunking right now. So you get so big, 5 inches. Jeez. That's what I ought to do, just nice and slow, big pass like that. Yeah, that's doing pretty good. Doing better running one-handed holding the camera than I am two-handed. We started at slightly after 11. We've done X amount of stumps and we have 6 left. So for instance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done just right there. And it's only been about 3.5 hours. Dad took care of all those up there by the road. But I switched him so he could sit in the air conditioned cab. I'm gonna run this little guy. I'm gonna start off with this easy stump so you guys can see how this one works. This one just goes side to side rather than front to back. We were just talking about one perk with that head over there is it throws the chips out of the way. It doesn't just regurgitate them right back into yourself. So this one you got to get out and clean out around the head, or else it bogs it down with so much chips and then you can't see what you're doing. So let's get her started. Well, I'm sure you're thinking, wow, this one's a lot more productive than the other one. Yeah, in a rotten stump. Let's try it on this one over here. We're a 10.5. So compared to Fretwell's 14. Anyway, we're gonna grind this one. This is a fresh stump, so this one's gonna be a lot more difficult. boy. Good boy. Well, just like that, there's 4 less stumps. I don't think we'll have quite enough time to finish tonight. We'll just come back tomorrow and finish her up. But I did here, grind this, aim for about 8 inches below the surface. And then they can put some new topsoil over the top, or they just kick the chips over. Hard telling when they're gonna be out here building this house, but all this is gonna change. So you get it below grade, and or what they expect grade will be. Normally 8 inches is pretty good. I don't think the house is going right there, so we should be okay. That little Rayco stump grinder at 60 something horsepower does pretty good. Sucks it's not remote control. We gotta stand next to it, but we don't do this full time, so if we did it full time, I'd like to, you know, not stand next to it because it produces a lot of heat, and remote control would be the way to go. But that jerky little stump grinder on the 12, night and day faster. Seemed like it just walking away from this little guy. Different design, different idea, but it's our Bob. Got a couple more to go. Look at the grinder, that thing is so slow. I tracked out in front of it and cleared it a path, but here's the funny part, is will it go onto the trailer? How good of a shot from like 200 yards do I have? How good? Oh, it's just barely making it over that hill. I got it like half throttle. Alright, I had to get out and see how close it's gonna be. It's got a chance. Oh no! It's gonna go to the right. Oh, we gotta adjust it. I missed it by 3 feet. Oh yeah. How'd you like that? It almost drove up on the trailer through all that goofy terrain. It's only off by like maybe 5 feet. I'll take it. Oh, look at that. Brother down. Got some new 4th gen. Oh, he's got a big Cummins sticker on the back window. He had it coming. Just kidding. But anyway, we're about to wrap up for the day. Got all the stumps that we needed that little guy for it, just a little bit more precise when it's working next to the fence line and stuff like that. And this stuff over here that I thought I needed it to go a little bit deeper because that one wouldn't do it, I just took the excavator with the blade and scraped down in there so that the 12 can knock it out. That way when I show up tomorrow, I'll have the gooseneck and I can actually haul some machines off rather than towing that little teeny trailer with the stump grinder on it with that truck. Yeah, so this job is just shy of being completely wrapped up. We'll do a little bit more. I don't know, even some of that stuff. We'll mulch that again. These piles that I made of just all the little extra slash that I back dragged. Andy came through and he took 1 load of logs off that pile earlier, and you can't even really tell. So seems like this job is gonna work out good in our favor. Didn't go over the day count that he had planned, and then we got to do a little extra work with a stump grinder. Happy to see that stump grinder working out because it hadn't been used in so long, mainly because we got that little one, and most of the jobs that we do, we don't have to grind up a bunch of stumps. And if we had so far, we've just been using the little guy because trying to get the steel track Rayco into some spots was pretty terrible. But now that we got a rubber track, that thing is actually significantly faster. It doesn't look the fastest, but she gets her done. But it's time to head home. Time to head get a burger. That's when quitting times. You know it's getting close when you start getting hungry. So hope you guys enjoyed this one little, I don't know, talking about stump grinder video. But anyway, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Hit them buttons for me, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you later.